Drone racing on Eurosport, delivered by DHL.
DR1 Racing presents the DHL Champion Series fueled by Mountain Dew. World-class drone racing that combines elite pilots, epic locations, and adrenaline-filled races.
When you put your goggles on, the whole world becomes a video game. You get disconnected from the real world, and the only thing that's with you is your drone and your brain.
It's like I'm flying, I'm a superhero, I can do whatever I want in the sky. I feel free.
Rebel, clear!
It's very zen-like, kind of meditative, because you don't have time to think about anything but exactly what you're doing in that moment.
This course is crazy fun.
I've never flown anything like it.
The adrenaline you get by racing through a tight course that speeds up to 100 miles an hour is really thrilling.
When you fly and you see other drones in the air, it's like Star Wars.
My favorite part about this is the competition. That drives me to push harder and push harder and push harder.
Oh my God!
Until now, drone racing has featured pilots racing against one another for individual glory. But the DR1 Champion Series is unique. It's all about teamwork.
Individual racing is, it's fun, but being with a team, it adds a whole nother level of stress because it's even more of a mind game. You're not only gonna let yourself down, but you're letting down your friends.
Now we have a team racing format in DR1, which it did increase, I guess, the physicality of drone racing with pit stops and running to the drones, but it's more mentally grueling, sitting there, staying calm under pressure.
So the purpose of the pit stop is simply a battery change. Our drones don't fly long enough to do the whole race on one battery. This is where you're gonna make or break a race.
Up until this competition, I don't think any of us really did pit stops.
This is a long pit. I'm watching.
This was a totally new thing for a lot of the people.
The gates being used at DR1 are very different to what we're used to. We usually race through square gates. These are triangles, which means the area you have to fly through in the middle is much smaller than we used to.
You're looking at a triangle from half a mile away that looks very, very small. So you're going very fast, so you have to line it up just perfect because one small mistake to the left, to the right, your quad is in a million pieces.
I'm sorry, man.
There's two factions. These finesse pilots, they don't really know much about the configurations, but they're fantastic pilots. They have fantastic flying ability. And then you have the nerds, and they understand the science and the physics.
None of us have had to be gone for 5-6 weeks straight and bring enough parts and batteries and even the mental stamina of racing, moving, setting up, waking up before the sun is even close to being raised. None of us could have expected that.
Each race will see two teams go head-to-head, with two pilots flying their drones. The third team member will act as a spotter and manage the required pit stops for their teammates. On each course, each pilot must complete a total of 4 laps without missing any gates. The pit stop can take place on any lap.
It's off!
The winning pilot will earn 10 points for his team. Second place scores 8 points. It's 6 points for third and 3 points for fourth. But if you fail to finish, you score nothing.
This championship is all about points, so you will get no points if you crash, but you get points if you finish.
It doesn't matter if you're first or it doesn't matter if you're fourth. Not finishing is just so bad.
It's all about finishing, not crashing.
So who are the 5 teams taking part in the DR1 Champion Series? KDRA, Lumineer, Nextblades, Rebel, and Thunder Power. Let's meet the teams competing for the Dell Technologies $50,000 grand prize. First up, KDRA, Sean Taylor, Minshad Kim, and Brian Morris. Team Lumineer bring together the combined skills of Kane Madare, Colby Curtola, and newcomer Corey Ibanez. Gary Kent replaces Luke Bannister and joins Mac Poshwald and Johnny Scheer in Nextblades. Team Rebel is comprised of Vince Irie, Cooper Groves, and Michael Tseng. And finally, Thunder Power. That's Ricky Martinez, Bapu Madhu, and Chris Garza. This time, the teams cross the Atlantic to Bonn in Germany as the European leg of the series begins. The finale of the course, a mammoth 533 feet tower climb and dive to the finish line below. So, 15 world-class pilots are about to take on the tower. But first, let's recap how they did on race 2 at the Mojave Boneyard. Situated in the desert of California, the graveyard of ominous steel skeletons was not the only challenge for the teams.
Weather has had a huge influence on our flying.
We had this huge sandstorm come out of nowhere, blasted all of our gear with tons and tons of dirt.
I was just packing my things up because I knew there was no way we were going to be flying.
The following day, the teams returned to take on the course.
In Mojave Boneyard, it was definitely a much more challenging track.
Min-Chan, he was not enjoying it at all.
No! Oh, please unplug!
It was not his style of courses. As you travel around the world, you get very different styles, and I think something they don't have is a lot of elevation changes, and he just hated that.
Next Blades were awesome during the heats. They were joined by Rebel in the final.
My boy right there!
Woo! When we were at Mojave, obviously Vince, in a way, kind of cost us the win in the finals.
In my second heat of the finals, I didn't have video going over the first airplane.
My video is I can't fly.
Usually when a pilot doesn't have good video, they will restart the race, and they did not in my case.
See what you can do.
No, I can't. It's
Please, shut up, please, shut up, please.
Vince definitely had video issues, and he didn't deal with them in a calm and collected way.
I can't fly. The videos.
I think it caused me to crash on a fairly easy win.
Gone.
Vince is not helping me right now. Like, Vince?
If Vince didn't have that meltdown, they would have taken the points in that round, and we wouldn't be able to come back from that.
So after race 2, the standings show Next Blade sitting comfortably on top of the leaderboard with 10 points from 2 victories. Lumineer, KDRA, and Rebel are close behind, with Thunder Power at the bottom of the table.
I am super stoked today because we've got a massive course for our pilots. Completely unprecedented, never ever done before in drone racing history has a building dive been incorporated into a racetrack.
So let's hear from Vince, Mac, and Gary as they talk us through the course.
So gate 1's the first gate off the start-finish. It's actually my favorite gate, but it's also the most dangerous gate. After you go past that gate, you're over the water.
Which is quite tricky, because if you make a mistake or you have a mid-air collision, then you're gonna end up in the water.
Don't want to crash in the water, because when you crash in the water, it's done. Well, gate 2 is kind of tricky because you're over the water and you need to hit it at an angle so you can line up with gate 3. Gate 3, I think, is the hardest gate of the whole track.
There's a very sharp turn and you go inside like a tree tunnel. So you have to be very careful because some of the branches are really low.
If you don't do the correct move to the right, you're gonna hit either the tree or you're not gonna line up.
And you better not hit one because you're gonna end up on the ground.
When you do the 180 out of the forest, gate 4 is right in front of you, so you can take that, but you need to line up for gate 5.
So you go through gate 5, and then you pin the throttle, full throttle, to get to the top of the tower, and you're on the throttle all the way to the top, all the way over the top, and then you're not just letting off the throttle to come down, you're powering down the tower towards the ground like nothing you've ever done before. It's amazing.
So gate 6 is the one you're going from when you're falling from the tower. You really either need to slow down or go very fast and turn around to make that gate. Otherwise, you're gonna crash.
After you nail gate 6, you should be in line with gate 7. You hit gate 7, and it's good.
So during the series, each team is allowed to do a change out for any of their pilots. The 2 teams that took advantage of that today is Team Lumineer, who swapped out Phil Freybot for Corey Ibanez. Now, the bigger story, Team Next Blades, who is in the lead, had to swap out Luke Bannister due to school commitments, and stepping into place is Gary Kent. Now, as I understand it, Gary Kent is a powerhouse himself. However, it will be interesting to see how the new team dynamics play out in race 3 of the season.
So it's time to take on the tower, a unique challenge that none of our pilots have encountered before. First up, it was Lumineer versus Rebel. Colby and Kane against Cooper and Michael.
Coop, give me a fist bump. Let's do it, guys.
Rebel took the lead from the start, with Michael leading the pack over the lake and through gate 2. Kane for Lumineer was third, but crashed out after crossing the water. Michael topped the tower first, full throttle all the way down. Colby was the sole flyer for Lumineer. He clips gate 4, but survives. Cooper was ahead, descending the tower more conservatively. A good move so as not to risk crashing, since Lumineer were one pilot down. Rebel's Cooper came in for his pit stop. Vince came out for the battery change. Colby came into pit with Corey in charge of proceedings for Lumineer. Meanwhile, Michael was on his last lap and took the win for Rebel.
Mike, number 1. Great job, bruh. Fist bump.
Cooper came in second to make it a Rebel 1-2, and Colby was third.
All right, race 1 done. Team Rebel taking in the win for first and second. First heat of the day. You guys got to be feeling good for this win.
I just followed behind Mike the whole time from start till the second lap, like a squadron, yep. It was sweet, just took it easy.
I'm so happy with these boys flying. I mean, they're such solid pilots. We took 1 and 2. We're going to the finals today. I can feel it.
The leaderboard confirms that Rebels secure maximum points for a perfect start to the competition. With only 1 quad home and dry in third, Lumineer will be disappointed with their performance. Coming up next, Next Blaze and Thunder Power.
Ready?
Ready?
Go. Go, go, go. That's it, that's it.
Gary was making his debut in the series. From the outset, he flew safely. Mac reached the tower first and flew full throttle down the side of the structure, executing a quick correction as he lined up for gate 6. Thunder Power's Ricky tackled the building for the first time.
Don't push too hard.
Gary came into pit with Johnny in charge of proceedings. It was a time-efficient changeover.
Good to go.
Garza for Thunder Power miscalculated his descent from the building and failed to pass through the gate.
Oh.
But he was able to rejoin the race. Oh, but lost control, most likely due to the damaged props sustained in the crash. Mac and Gary for Next Blades took first and second.
Good job. You guys killed it.
And Ricky collected 6 points for Thunder Power.
Pretty good format.
Team Next Blades taking the win. Gary, first race of the day. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels good. I needed to get some time on the track, and I felt quite comfortable out there. The tower dive is awesome. I can't get enough of that.
So Next Blades, like Rebel, start their campaign with a perfect performance. Lumineer and Thunder Power have 6 points. Next, it was Min Chan and Sean for KDRA versus Corey and Colby for Lumineer. Ahead of the race, the winds had picked up, which meant the tower climb would be more challenging. Colby was in the lead as the quads approached the first gate, but dropped to third as Corey and Sean overtook on his inside. As the drones approached the tower, Min Chan moved up to third. At the summit, Corey is overtaken by Sean and speed demon Min Chan. Both KDRA pilots were neck and neck, but then suffered a mid-air collision as they completed lap 1.
Oh, Mitchan!
That was you guys.
Mitchan, no!
With no points on the scoreboard, this was a disaster for KDRA.
We cannot do that. Like, we gotta back it off. Like, chill out. We didn't need to race each other. That's a communication issue there. So next time, if Brian's saying, like, you gotta back off, back off.
Moments later, Corey collided with Gate 1 at the start of lap 2, and his quad sunk to the bottom of the lake.
You're not in the water again, are you?
So the only pilot left in the air was Colby. All he had to do was complete the course to take home 10 valuable points for Lumineer.
All right, I'm here with Team KDRA, not taking this race, but a spectacular mid-air between Sean and Min Chan. What happened?
Honestly, it was just bad communication. I was out in the front. I knew Min Chan was right there. We had 3 quads that were actually really close, and basically Min Chan never saw me, I never saw him. We just clipped, took us both out of the race. Just bad luck. Just got to have a little more communication. You know, one person needs to back off. Just more communication will save us from stuff like that.
So Lumineer closes the gap between themselves and the joint leaders Nextblades and Rebel. Big disappointment for KDRA, who start their campaign with 0 points. They had a chance to redeem themselves in Heat 4 versus Thunder Power. Sean and Brian against Garza and Bapu. Sean took the lead right from the start, flying efficiently through the first 2 gates before making a correction at the 3rd. Garza had a near-miss collision with his teammate Bapu at gate 3. Sean made a full throttle navigation of the tower, leading the pack, and continued to extend his lead. It was a close race. On lap 2, Garza and Brian were head-to-head fighting for 2nd place.
That's you and Brian battling it out.
Brian made a correction at the tricky bottom gate, which allowed Garza to overtake. Brian came in for his battery change while Sean was still in the pit area, with Min Sean taking care of the changeover.
Have the battery. Go. Get out.
Sean, go!
But it wasn't an efficient pit, and Brian lost time. 1 lap later, Sean began his final circuit, looking to secure valuable points for KDRA. Brian was a lap behind in 2nd place, with Bapu in 3rd. The Thunder Power pilot clipped a tree, but managed to stay airborne. While up ahead, Sean took the win, and with it 10 points for his team. Meanwhile, Garza moved into 2nd, with Brian in 3rd as they navigated the tower. Garza secured 8 points for his 2nd place finish.
That boy, Garza.
Closely followed by Brian.
Was that good? Yeah, dude. Woo!
16 points for KDRA means there are only 2 points between the top and bottom of the leaderboard. Next up, the joint leaders, Nextblades, take on Rebel.
I am here with Team Rebel. You guys are going up against Team Nextblades. Now, with Luke off and out of the picture, I just can't imagine this might be a little bit of a confidence booster for you guys.
I think if Luke was here, it would be more fun, just to challenge him. But since he's not here, we're going to take it for what it is and try to take home that win.
Luke Bannister is renowned for leading from the start. In his absence, Mac took the initiative, followed closely by teammate Johnny. There was drama when Johnny collided with gate 5, allowing the Rebel pilots to move into 2nd and 3rd.
One down.
You're all right, man. Mac's way ahead now.
Up front, Mac kept it together.
I'll be coming soon, Gary.
Yep, I got it.
Meanwhile, Cooper was flying steady in 2nd position, 2 gates behind Mac. But 3rd place Vince crashed out halfway around the 2nd lap, leaving only 2 pilots in the air.
What's the situation?
You're way out in front.
Gary advised his teammate what had occurred, which enabled Mac to take it a little easier as he started his final lap. Nextblades needed maximum points, so he had to fly safely.
Huge lead, bro.
But there was another disaster.
Oh, man.
He went down. Just slow it down, dude. Slow it down.
Nextblades would score 0 points. It was a huge upset. And that meant Cooper, the last man flying, secured 10 points for Rebel.
Good job, Coop. Yeah, buddy.
On the ground with Team Rebel taking in the win for this heat. Coop, I see a smile on your face finally. How's it feel, man?
Feels really awesome. I'm super stoked right now.
But Michael, what was that like?
I mean, we knew points-wise going into it that if we just got 3 and 4, we're pretty much sitting pretty. So I told Coop, put a little pressure on them because we know that Johnny crashes and we know Mac gets a little pressure on him as well and he'll crash. So I said, put a little pressure on them on lap 1 and 2, which we did, and Johnny crashed right off. And then Mac handed us the win.
So at the halfway mark, maximum points for Cooper means Rebel is back out in the driver's seat. They're in action again in Heat 6. This time, their opponent is KDRA. For Rebel, it was Michael and Vince. Like for KDRA, it was Brian and Minchan. From the outset, Rebel played the strategy game. Vince was flying safely back in 4th place. Ahead of him, Brian fell out of the air, leaving Minchan as the lone pilot for KDRA. Knowing Minchan likes to race aggressively, this was a worry for KDRA. He needed to fly safely.
Brian's down, just take it easy.
Really?
Mine just went down.
By lap 3, Michael, like Vince, was still flying smoothly as they approached the tower. Up ahead on his final lap, Minchan was in control. There were 10 crucial points up for grabs if he completed the course first.
Beautiful.
Back in 2nd place, Vince coasted down the tower, while his teammate Michael also played it safe. Minchan delivered, securing 1st place for his team. Rebel's safety strategy paid off, with Michael and Vince taking 2nd and 3rd.
Oh, yeah. Woo-hoo.
That's my boys. I knew we could do it.
To start with you, Sean. You were pitting this whole time. You saw Minchan take the lead. What was going through your mind?
You know, he was just smooth sailing right through the center of every single gate. Minchan was just flying like Minchan Kim, you know, and I'm proud of him.
How do you feel about that race?
Finally, I did not crash. So happy.
KDRA needed those 10 points. They are now 2nd. Rebels' tactics paid off. They're sitting comfortably 16 points ahead of their closest rival. Heat 7 saw Lumineer take on Next Blades. Corey and Kane versus Johnny and Gary. Johnny took to the front at the start, followed closely by Corey. But disaster struck at Gate 3 for Lumineer when Corey misjudged his approach.
I'm sorry, man.
Back out in front, Kane took the lead for Lumineer.
2-second lead, Kane. You pitting?
Yeah, I'm pitting.
The first pit stop saw Kane come in first after lap 1.
Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill
It was a crucial moment for Lumineer. An efficient changeover was essential. Next Blades also came in for their first pit, with Mac taking care of Johnny's quad. Meanwhile, teammate Gary was in 3rd. Johnny rejoined the race in 2nd, but caught Kane as they approached the tower climb. It was neck and neck as they navigated the steel structure and almost collided at the top. At the base of the tower, a small mistake by Kane allowed Johnny to overtake. The Lumineer pilot tried to catch up. Both pilots flew really aggressively at the start of lap 4, but Kane pushed too hard and clipped the gate after the lake. It would be 0 points for Lumineer. So Johnny up ahead was able to fly more safely.
Oh, my quad's doing weird in the air.
As he descended the tower, he experienced technical issues.
What the f? He just blacked out. Oh my, you kidding me?
This crash meant Gary would be the only pilot to complete the course.
Yo, Kane, what happened? Did you see it hanging?
I saw your battery fly off.
What the? Oh.
Johnny's so mind-blowingly fast that he just completely ejected the battery straight off of his drone. Johnny, what are you gonna do next time?
We got to put some Velcro on the lipo. That's frustrating, man. That's so frustrating. What can I say?
So 10 crucial points for Next Blades in Heat 7. Keep their hopes alive for a place in the final. They jump above KDRA into 2nd place. Next up, can Thunder Power in 4th turn up the heat to challenge the top 3 teams? They take on Rebel. Cooper and Ricky were blade to blade at Gate 1, but it was the Thunder Power pilot who took the lead as they crossed the lake. The tree-lined avenue caused him all sorts of issues.
Easy, 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 easy.
And he fell back into fourth. Cooper and Michael were second and third on the approach to the tower.
Woo, I just saw you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go slow.
All they needed to do was just finish to secure points, maintain their overall lead. By lap 2, Ricky had taken the lead, but once again he misjudged gate 3 and hit a tree head-on.
When I around the corner and I went right into the tree.
Teammate Garza misnavigated the wooded section too.
Easy, easy. Oh my God, he almost crashed.
In the process, he was overtaken by Michael and Cooper. But a spectacular final lap saw Garza regain the lead for Thunder Power's first win.
No, I think he's in first.
Yeah, you're first now, you're first now. He's right behind you.
Finish. Punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it.
Yeah!
Michael came in second for Rebel, followed by Cooper.
And right now we're playing strategically, so we're doing chess right now. Like, we just want points, so I'm flying to finish. We're all flying just to finish. And when the final's on, then it's really racing, so.
Rebel is comfortably on top of the leaderboard. Maximum points for Garza puts Thunder Power into contention for second. KDRA and Nextblades are up next, and they too are looking to secure a place in the final. Gary and Mac for Nextblades, Sean and Min Chan for KDRA.
My video is gone.
But on the starting podium, Mac experienced a malfunction.
My video is gone. Yo, what about now?
Which meant one less pilot to challenge KDRA, who were demonstrating their supreme flying skills. At gate 3, Nextblade's remaining quad exits the race. Disaster for Gary. So it would be 0 points for Nextblades in Heat 9.
Min Chan, they're both down. Just fly easy.
Meanwhile, both KDRA pilots were able to navigate the course more efficiently and came home to secure a maximum 18 points. Mac appealed to the judges for a rerun, but his request was not granted. So this was a huge upset for Nextblades. It was the first time that they had not made it through to the final.
I'm about to get emotional, and I'm gonna just bring everybody in here.
Oh my, let's get it for a big hug.
I haven't been in a final.
Guys, I'm in the middle of this right now. This is happening.
Maximum points for KDRA takes them to 44 points in second. This means it's all over for Nextblades, who finished with 28. With Thunder Power up next and having 27 points, a 1-2 finish will secure them a place in the final. Their opponents, Lumineer, cannot qualify. Garza and Bapu were racing for Thunder Power, with Colby and Kane for Lumineer.
All right, you guys got 1 and 3 right now.
Garza and Colby had a near miss at gate 4. It was a really close call. In fact, all 4 pilots were flying together on the tower climb. But disaster for Garza when he clipped gate 6. But he miraculously survived and sensibly came into pit.
I'm gonna pit.
Pitting?
Yeah.
On lap 2, Kane was leading the way and chose to make his pit stop, followed by Colby, which was an interesting strategy and put Corey under pressure.
Faster, Corey.
Can you go?
Kane rejoined the race, still in the lead. Bapu moved up into second and Garza in third. But on the final lap, Bapu collided with the trees and spiraled out of the race.
Come on!
After flying low across the lake, Colby for Lumineer hit gate 3, and he too failed to finish. Fast and efficient flying meant victory and 10 points for teammate Kane, with Garza collecting 8 points for Thunder Power. So after 10 dramatic heats, Thunder Power falls short of qualifying for the final, finishing in third. Next Blades and Lumineer finish 4th and 5th. So Rebel will face KDRA to battle it out to become overall winners in Bond. The finals is a best-of-3 format between the 2 top teams, each needing to win 2 of the 3 races to take home first place. The points breakdown remain the same as the heats, 10 for first, 8 for second, with 6 and 3 points for third and fourth, respectively. A pilot receives 0 points if they fail to finish.
What is your guys' strategy to take out Team Rebel in the finals?
We're going to go fast and be consistent, man. These guys are great. You know, they've really pulled it out today, and it's going to be a fierce battle.
Back at it again for the second time. Tell me, what's the strategy coming into the finals?
I mean, they've got some hot laps, but they also crashed a bunch, so it's still down to consistent flying, and that's what we've been doing, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
We have Sean and Brian flying for KDRA, with Minchan on pit duty, and for Rebel, Michael and Vince will fly while Cooper manages the battery swap. And they're off. Sean with the whole shot into gate 1.
Oh my God.
Brian clips a tree and goes down. But wait, he looks like he's able to recover. Sean is leading the pack with Michael a split second behind. Sean in first, going into lap 2. Oh, Sean swings a little wide after gate 3, and Michael passes him. These guys are neck and neck for first place. Sean nearly skimming the top of the tower, chasing Michael. Oh! Near mid-air collision at gate 7 as they battle it out for first place.
They're here.
Sean comes into pit, but it looks like Brian is already there. Not the best strategy for the finals.
Pit. Gimme.
Vince looks like he's playing it safe after KDRA's mistake.
They're clear.
And Michael's back in the air after his pit.
Go.
Minchan moves to Brian's quad for the battery swap.
Go. 괜찮아.
Michael going full throttle the whole way down the dive, maintaining his lead.
Tighten the prop. Did you get the prop? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
I prop is fine. No, it's still loose. Still loose.
It looks like Brian is having an issue with a loose prop, losing them precious seconds in the pit. Michael on his final lap, absolutely shredding the car. Oh no! He clips the ground after gate 3 and is out.
I scuffed up the ground. Was I on him?
Massive upset for Michael as he had a healthy lead over Sean. Sean is dominating the course on his final lap. Oh! Brian slams into the ground right where Michael went down and is out of the race.
Prop went out. It wasn't tight, Minchan. You gotta tighten them all, buddy. All of them.
I did it.
All of them. All of them?
Sean finishing his final lap in first place.
Am I done? Am I done?
Done.
Speak up.
But has some confusion as to whether he's actually finished.
You got it. Our communication sucks. You're clear? Clear? Communication. Tighten the props.
All
the props.
Wait, on. Why? Why? They're loose. Loose.
I did it.
All of them. All 4. All 4, buddy.
Vince still taking it slow and steady so he can get 8 points for second place. But he doesn't pass up the chance for a little victory freestyle on the tower descent.
Oh, yeah.
We are a damaged relationship.
Good job, man. You were hauling, bruh.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
back and forth, dude. Michael, oh my gosh, you were mind-melting fast. You were even ahead of Sean, I think, at one point. but then you went down. Was it just too much? Were you just pushing yourself?
I don't know. I don't know whether it was battery sag or not. I got through the 90 degree and I just bumped off of the ground, just trying to pull out of it and get through that turn. And but man, we were just going back and forth, and I've never flown against anyone like Sean, and to have it head-to-head like that was like awesome. Highlighted my career so far.
Top praise for Sean Taylor, who secured 10 points for KDRA. But Rebel is only 2 points behind thanks to some safe, efficient flying from Vince Irie. Into Heat 2 now with Minshan and Brian in the air, Sean in the pit. Rebels Cooper and Vince flying, Michael on pit duty. Minshan takes off like a rocket and has the lead. Oh, he's clipped the ground and has to reset for gate 3. Cooper takes advantage and he slides into first.
You're in first, dude. You're in first.
Minshan with an epic overtake at the top of the tower, stealing first place back from Cooper. Minshan maintaining his lead into lap 2. Super smooth line through the trees and a hard 180 into gate 4. Full throttle, screaming into the climb. His battery must hate him right now.
No problem. Yep, you're in first. You're in first. You're going to land on after this lap.
Cooper, you're pitting on the next lap.
Sean Taylor signaling to Minshan to come in for his pit.
Come on, catch him on this pit. Catch him on this pit. Give me. Drop.
Cooper pits at the same time. It is a battle for the fastest battery swap. Brian full throttle dive with a quick 360 to line up for gate 6.
You're good.
Coming in, Sean.
Clear. Go.
Minshan back in the air. Perfect timing as Brian comes in a pit. Cooper is right behind him in second place. Minshan pins the throttle for the ascendant. Oh no! His quad has a technical failure and spins out of control.
Oh my God! Okay.
Minshan is out.
Oh, it's got fail safe.
Vince goes down after gate 3. It looks like another technical failure. Brutal.
Okay. We've only got 2 left.
Both are down.
Both are down.
No, one's still up. Brian's still up.
Cooper is confidently in the lead now, and he moves on to his final lap. Brian just needs to finish to get the points for his team.
2, just worry about some of them.
Yep. He's hovering, dude. He's not even close, dude. Safety. Slow it down, last lap. Slow it down.
Cooper getting some solid advice from his team, taking it easy to secure the first place win. Nice and smooth through gate 6 and 7. And a little victory freestyle for Cooper in first place.
Number 1, baby.
Land on the DHL pad.
Number 1.
Good job, Cooper. Good job.
Brian comes through the finish gate for second place, and oh no, he goes down. Luckily, he made through the gate, and he still gets the second place points for KDRA.
Picked the right time to explode.
Minshan, mind-blowing speed. I might have been just way too fast for his drone. I know he went to go back to get another one. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, you know, I did the pit stop, and then Brian came in right after he took off. So I was working on the pit stop for Brian, got him up. As I was walking back, I just hear him say no, and I put my goggles down and I see him tumbling. So I guess on the way up the building, it was just too much. The ESC let go, and
the thing, I always got a smile on my face, but I'm really bummed right now because we could have taken points right there. I was going solid. I was in front of Brian, so it is interesting now because we're going into the third heat and everything's tied, but we could have sealed the deal just now.
To echo Vince, it's Rebel number 1, baby, in final number 2. With the points level at 18 each, we could not be in a more exciting place ahead of the decider.
All right, this is it coming into the final heat of the finals. What's the strategy, Sean?
Strategy is just to run our race, man. Min Chan's fast. I'm fast. We need to make sure we not smack into each other and just bring home the gold, baby.
Cooper, you still got a smile on your face. What's going on, man?
Basically the four of the fastest pilots in the world. This is going to be an amazing race. I'm going to walk away happy as long as I push myself. So that's what I'm going to do.
Minchan and Sean will fly for KDRA with Brian in the pit, and Michael and Cooper are flying for Rebel with Vince managing the battery changeover.
Mike, you're powered on.
And they're off. Minchan with the whole shot. Sean has a mid-air, but he's able to recover. Michael takes gate 3, and oh no, he clips a tree and goes down hard. Oh! But he's back up. Phenomenal.
Still, everybody's up. Everybody's up.
Sounds like his quad has a damaged prop. Hopefully he can make it to his pit stop. Oh, it looks like Minchan's quad had a technical failure after the tower descent, and he goes down before gate 6.
Slow it down. Slow it down, guys.
Oh, he's back up. He'll have to fight to get back into first, though.
What happened to Minchan?
Hey, he desynced.
No, I'm done.
No, he's up.
Michael powers through without a pit stop into lap 2. Quad doesn't sound too healthy, and his camera is shaking like crazy. Minchan back in first place after the dive.
Brian! I'm ready. Someone crash? No. Everybody's in. Bring it to me.
I'm pitting.
Yeah.
Vince scrambles to get Michael's battery swapped as quickly as possible.
Fix my prop if you can.
Okay. Good.
Minchan is back in the air.
Rebel clear.
Michael takes off and is right behind. Sean comes in for his pit. Oh no, Michael clips gate 1 and goes for a swim in the pond.
I was shaking. It was over. I was shaking.
Okay, we're ahead. Crash. I got one guy down, yes. One guy down. We're completely ahead. Nice and easy.
Minchan with a solid lead going into his final lap. Oh, Cooper goes down after gate 2. Yeah, it doesn't look like he'll be able to take off again. Rebel is out.
Went for it.
KDRA just needs to take it easy and finish to take this home.
They're both out of glasses.
All right.
Slow down and finish. Just slow down and finish your laps. That's all we need.
Minchan takes first place. Sean screams through the finish gate for a second place win and blasts into the air for some victory freestyle.
Oh!
Thanks, man.
You're in, bro. You're in, bro.
Nice race.
Deserved it.
Give me a hug, Minchan. I know you're not a hugger. I know. I know. Bring it in. Bring it in.
So confirmation that KDRA had a maximum score in the last race, taking them to 36 points. 2 crashes for Rebel means they remain on 18.
Guys, you are looking really good with those medals around your necks. Coming into race 3, you guys brought the heat and then took it in for the win.
Man, we all know that on race day, anything can and will happen, and today proves that. We're still wrinkled right now. We're ironing it out. Like this is just the beginning. We're just getting fired up. So
it feels really awesome. Like he said, we're all wrinkled up. We got to get straightened out. And the other thing is, the other teams are going to get straightened out too. So we got to go to work now.
This course is my favorite. So be ready for Ireland.
At the end of the third race of the championship, the team standings look like this. A maximum 5 points for KDRA take them to within 1 point of Next Blades at the top. Rebel is 1 point behind in third, with Lumineer and Thunder Power in fourth and fifth, respectively. And so the move of the day for the tower is Minchan's high-altitude overtake in the finals. Minchan is in first place, but hits the ground and has to line up for gate 3, allowing Cooper to take the lead. Minchan goes full throttle into the tower and passes Cooper at the apex for an amazing overtake to regain first place. Join us for our next race in DR1 Racing's DHL Champion Series fueled by Mountain Dew, when we head to Ireland, where the drones will take on the challenge of Spike Island, a location open to the elements.
The wind is pushing us into it.
Packed full with history, and now a drone racing course in a league of its own. As the pressure continues to mount, tensions rise.
Oh, no! He just blew me up!
Way to play it.
Drone racing on Eurosport, delivered by DHL.